Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm up here this morning with Carter Greene, and Carter Greene is from
Lancaster.
And we've spent some time together up here. He's been out with me before, and then we bumped into each other a few places up here, the depot, down at Tunnel 2. Never know where I'm going to run into this guy, but yeah, we're going to spend some time together today, chase some trains, and we are here at Rowan right now. We know we have one coming up and one coming down. I know there are two behind that guy that are going to be coming out of Mojave. So it looks like we got some good traffic, and see what happens next. All right, here we go. All right, here comes that eastbound we were waiting for. Carter perched up there. When I was leaving Bakersfield earlier, I saw an eastbound on the approach of Sand Cup, but time-wise, this would be about right. It's been about 2 hours ago. Sorry for the wigglies. I am in a precarious perch right here. Sodium hydroxide solution. Chlorine inhalation hazard. Wood. Inhalation hazard. Chlorine. Oxychlorine. I don't know that is where these cars of chlorine are going, but they use a lot of chlorine out at Camara, just outside of Mojave. The railroads, BNSF, has got rid of Pinkerton and has a new security company called Garda World out here. Encountered one of their gentlemen this morning, introduced myself, let him know I wasn't out here to steal things off trains. steal some videos of them, that's all. So rebar. I got some power on the back of this one. Oh wow, that's just in the middle. Heavy, heavy, heavy train. And unusually long. When I'm editing this, I will try to count the cars and see if it's actually that much longer than an average long train up here. As I've said before, they tend to not run trains longer than the shortest siding, which is this siding right here at Rowan. That is certainly not always the case. LPG cars, those big ones. And it is non-odorized. All right, up here in Marcel. They're trying to stay in the shade. I'm going to warm up a little bit. It's around 90 right now. Maybe a little warmer than that. I don't know. It ain't 100 degrees, and that's a good thing. Oil train here. With a 1987 train, which I can't recall off the top of my head what that is, because I already have too many numbers and passwords and whatnot to try to remember. My brain's full. It's full of something, all right. But I'm sure one of you will drop in the comments what that is, even though I know you've done it multiple times. But you know me and my memory. I brought two of the drones with me today. And hopefully that footage comes out. One of them I'm not real sure about. They were both the Ruco drones. One was the Ruco and one was the Phoenix. Ruco F11 Pro 2 and the Phoenix V11. Let me get just the V11 Pro. Haven't used that one in a while. But it's a good drone. And Jennifer had an idea, since I don't really need all these drones. I'm going to pick one of them here. And a little contest of some sort, figure something out, and give one of those drones away. And I know that a lot of you folks aren't interested in a drone, but some of you might be, and if you are, yeah, I'll make a little video of how we're going to do that when I decide to do it. And neither of the westbounds that I know were out of Mojave earlier have shown up yet, but one of them is waiting at Cable. And when I spoke to my source at that time, this was the last eastbound that was out of Bakersfield. And these two westbounds were the last out of Mojave, but that's been, I don't know, an hour and a half ago, something like that. Things change rapidly up here. All right, well, we got the drone out, threw it up. We're still here at Marcel. Train's going by that house you see there. I don't know the name of the man who built that, but he was a rail fan, built that to resemble a railroad building. It's my understanding that he passed away. The house went to his family. They weren't interested in trains. They let the property go into foreclosure. I know it was vacant for quite some time, and somebody lives there now, but I don't think they're rail fans. But anyway, you can see the train crawling up through Marcel. Pardon the sniffles in the voice. I have a cold. Perils of having a daughter living here who is a teacher. And this is the Phoenix drone, and it does have a zoom feature, but when it gets away from you a little bit, it doesn't work very well. It's really glitchy. But this does have a better video quality than the DJI I have, which is a much more expensive drone than the Phoenix. And I'm going to call DJI today and find out what the heck's going on with theirs. But anyway, this gives you a good view, overall view of what Marcel looks like and things in relation to other things. And one of those things in relation to, you can see Highway 58 in the upper left there as it heads up alongside tunnels 14 through 17. If you've ever been that way, you know what I'm talking about. 4 tunnels right in a row. And that is about where all that is. See Tehachapi Creek down there. All right, up here, just above the horseshoe curve, Caliente. This westbound coming. Hot. It's 97. that BNSF eastbound been sitting there for quite some time. He was there when we drove down into the Narrows. We saw that train. Well, it wasn't a very long train at all. Wasn't very long or very heavy. Alright, well, we'll see if we can't go somewhere and catch this eastbound. I heard him on the radio a minute ago, well, about 20 minutes ago, saying they're ready to go. So, yeah, we'll take them at their word and see if they let them go behind this guy. Between channel 3 and 4. This guy has been sitting at Bealville ever since we got down here, about an hour ago. Clear him out. I assume that they'll finally get that guy out of Caliente. But I've been wrong about that twice so far. So, hey, you know me. The old truck threw its faces today. It's filthy. We had a huge rainstorm in Tehachapi day before yesterday. And there's some serious mud puddles, and just made a mess of some of those roads. And some of them are still pretty damp. It's alright. It was already dirty. And Sunday it rained in Bakersfield, just enough to make everything look horrible. So I'm going to go play golf tomorrow. Maybe after that I'll go get that poor thing washed. And I don't think I mentioned it, but today is my birthday, as well as my sister. We are not twins. We're a year apart. She was born on my first birthday. So happy birthday, sis. We had breakfast together. And Carter texted me last evening and said that he just realized that today was my birthday, so if I wanted to sit home and relax or something, that was alright with him, but I informed him that had I not come and done this, I would have been over at my daughter's house installing a window air conditioner and doing other stuff around the house. My birthday doesn't mean much anymore, other than I'm getting older. So yeah, glad to do this for Carter. Hang out with him for a little while. Tunnel 5 over there. Tunnel 4 there. Saw a picture recently. It was taken in the 70s, right about where behind where on the other side of the tracks where Carter's standing there. There was a shanty there, a little tiny one, and I don't know what it was for. Maybe for trackmen or maintainers going. It looked like it had a little vent for a stove. I can't remember where I saw it, or I'd dig it up and show it to you. All right. See what we can catch that one from Caliente. All right. I don't know. This guy's in the siding. Started slowing down, but he must have cleared him because he's on the move now. Sorry about that. Right on the block of the train that we saw between up by tunnel 3 and 4. So I'm sure they just didn't have him cleared through yet. Being in the siding, I just, you know me, speculating he's going to stop. Nice the way they load it.
Wow, a lot of lumber.
Yeah, they are moving some lumber. dead end, the tail end of the same shot. Coming out of tunnel 5 up there. All right, well, it is 100 degrees now, and Carter said, take me back. So yeah, it's been a productive day, as you've seen. So yeah, I'm gonna take him, drop him back off. He's staying up at Kurt Quinn's Quintessentials Rail Fanning Accommodations, and I'll put the link to that in the description below. Go stay there at Kurt's place. A good guy, cool place. All right, did you have fun today, Carter?
I had fun.
All right, but it's time for the fun to be over and go sit under air conditioning. All right, here are the URLs to my PayPal and my Patreon. If you can help the channel out that way, I'd sure appreciate it. Keep shooting me the ideas. Drop me comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. I'll see you all later.